it will not affect to other persons. It should not be in that area, that hour, it should not be in that area. We should not design in that area where the public is affecting, where there are the schools and the children are affecting during the school week. Some hospitals will be affecting. So if there is any storm, if there is any big air or something like some airy season or some weather conditions, some climatic conditions, they should not affect in that area, particular area. So this is something socially responsible, that we take responsibility. Our designs are so much accurate that we take responsibility of all kind of things. Civil work is doing just their work as per we design. They are not responsible, but we are responsible. We are responsible for our towers if they fall or something like that. So it should not affect the public in that way. So in that way we are socially responsible. And apart from it, whenever we maintain a tower in a specific place, so the surroundings area, so we promote that our company in their surrounding areas also. This is something socially responsible, so that they will allow us to do our work. Because in Pakistan, whenever we go to the villages, some Balochistan area, some tribal area, in these kind of areas, that the people are illiterate and they don't know that what they are going to do, what they are going to do with all my land like this. So we should motivate them by initiating our company and giving some benefits to them like this, to motivate them that okay, they allow us to do that. They should know that this is for their own benefit. So
what is your role in that situation?
Actually, everyone has its own demand and everyone has to tackle according to his behaviors. So if I talk about that, like that, if they are maintaining a tower in any place and that landlord is thinking that they are going to do something very ridiculous to my land like this, so we should motivate them to talk according to their capacity, to talk according to their level. And if he is a illiterate person, if he don't know about anything, we should tell him that what this is for your benefit. This is for if it will be installed here, so this will actually benefit to you and for your next generation also. You can get some benefits and it will not harm you in any sense. So we should do something, these kind of things. And sometimes that if a person is a poor person and he has that land for just for cultivation purposes, and this is just better and better for them, so we give, because if that place is very urgent for us, or if that place plays important role for our just scope and everything, so what we do is to encourage them to give some benefits, to give them some perks, or give them something extra to have an alternative of that loss which he will face if we install that tower.
Sir, while addressing the social issues of business, what responsibilities you as a manager perform? While addressing the social issues of business, what responsibilities you as a manager perform?
Well, addressing the social as a manager, whenever our team goes to, as far as our business is concerned, whenever our team goes to that specific place, we call it a site or project, so we motivate them. We have different plans, we have different programs, we make different programs. If this situation happens, what should we do now? If this situation happens, what we should do now? Because we have different problems we face, our team faces, like whenever we are installing a tower, sometimes the landlord doesn't agree, sometimes if the landlord agrees, sometimes we have two landlords. In the Pakistan situations, we have different kind of lands for different hours. We have some disputed lands also.
Yes.
So these kind of things we have a different plan. As a manager, what I do is I direct my team that you have to follow this criteria. If this kind of a person, you have to motivate them according to this way. If this kind of person, you have to motivate them according to this way.
Yes.
So sometimes we have to give some alternatives to them. Sometimes we have to give some benefits to them. And sometimes we have to just motivate them, we have to just tell them that okay, this is for your benefit and this will ultimately benefit to you for a monthly basis or annual basis or like this. So this is for the socially I do whenever I am having faces or difficulties as a manager.
Yes. Next question.
How ethical and non-ethical behavior of employees affect the working environment?
Yes, it affects a lot. Ethical and non-ethical, yes. Ethical, if we talk about ethical behaviors, like if my employee is having a good behavior with our stakeholders, because we have to get work from others. So it means if we talk about teammates, if my employee having a good behavior with others, he can get agree the other person according to our requirements. If their behavior is not ethical, he cannot agree the other persons to as per our requirements. So to get our work, we should be very ethical. It plays a very key role, especially in our core business.
What do you mean by profit?
Profit is something, a reward which a company gets from its own investment. Profit is something for which a company starts its business organization. For profit is something which is the prime objective of the business. So profit is something, it may be in terms of money, it may be in terms of fame, it may be in terms of reputation, it may be in terms of some good benefits which a company gets from other social factors. So it might not be, we cannot assume that it is just for the money.
So what is the role of honesty and integrity for producing a quality product?
Just for a quality product, I think honesty is the prime source of getting the quality product. Whenever our employee is honest with his work, it's not about honesty as we just say that it's about terms of money, it's about the honesty in terms of the work. Our work is basically, if we talk about just our company and our scope of work, honesty, how it plays, because when I give a task to an employee that you have to complete 4 sites or 5 sites per day, he go out of the station, he go out of the city, and he has to complete that site. I am not there in that city. I don't know about that city, I don't know about that site. But what I do is, I just believe on them, I just trust on them that he will complete that 4 sites within 1 day or within a limited time which I am supposed to give them. So that's where honesty plays a part. If he is not honest, it means he will not perform his duty well. It means my task will not be completed, so my projects will not complete earlier. So it will also affect, not only affect me, but my other company, it affects 5-6 companies together to delay the work. And ultimately, where it affects the general public. They will get the required results very late. So that's why honesty plays a very important role. Sometimes there is a major factor, very important thing which I should tell you. In terms of design point of view, you know that one civil engineer work is more difficult than a doctor. How? Whenever a doctor commits a mistake, only one person dies. But a civil engineer, when commits a mistake, lot of persons can die because of his wrong design. So their honesty plays an important role. This is the basis of it.
Yes, sir. So the next question is, what are the potential risks and benefits to yourself, your company, and other parties may be affected by your choices? By your choices.
By my choices, sometimes because being a human being, it commits an error.